On today's episode, we're going to discuss the issues behind our YouTube show, amongst other things, including the much anticipated game Fallout 4.
Yes.
Which, that's actually... No, it's not going to be out before this episode airs, will it?
No.
Awesome.
This episode will come out a few days before.
Which, don't look forward to anything cool. We don't have any inside scoops or anything like that, but we're just going to discuss how we feel about it and our anticipation for it as well.
Yep.
It does look amazing.
Yes, it does.
Sound any creepy about that?
A little bit.
Yeah. I might get a divorce over it, so I suppose I ought to get my creepy voice down, too.
I'm just going to give my week's notice at work right now and just be done with it.
All right, well, just to get started on the YouTube show issues, for those of you who have been looking forward to the show, we have at least, 4 or 5 episodes planned out that we want to do.
Yeah.
But we actually have already attempted to shoot the show and ran into more issues that we did not previously see coming.
Yeah. Technical issues.
Yeah, and amongst other things.
Other stuff.
The first thing we're going to get into is actually just having time to do it. We planned out a day where we were both basically capable of doing it, and we finally got together on that day. But before that, if you go back to the first episode of the podcast, Jay the Jailbird,
yeah,
we had those issues. Those are still with court dates and stuff coming into play slightly. Not as big of a deal, but actually, luckily, they really haven't fallen on the days that we do this, except for this coming up week.
Yep.
Which isn't a huge deal, but we're working around it.
It will get better, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Yes.
I'm sure it's going to work out, but
I'm sure it should. So,
aside from just the legal issues of things unrelated to what we're doing, so we're not doing anything illegal currently.
Well, one of the main issues is I'm one of the laziest human beings in the world.
Yeah, that did come into play because aside from getting time to do it between us, both being adults with lives and stuff, we had to, set up the studio. We had a love seat that we had to bring down and set up the background with whatever objects we wanted to have in the background. Jay had apparently done something to the room previously. He was supposed to clean it out and all that.
Much worse.
Yeah, he says he did work, but when I got there, we started to sweep and get this love seat from upstairs into the basement where we set up the room. We actually had to take a door off the hinges and everything and then put it back. So
if I know my brother listens to this, don't tell Dad we broke his door. I'll give you, I don't have any money, but
we'll plug you on the podcast for all 5 people to listen to.
Yes.
And so we had to do quite a bit of work. It probably took us well over an hour to get all that done. It ended up looking pretty nice. The room's not completely cleared out, but nothing that's cluttering it currently is in the shot of what you guys would be seeing. So we got to the point of being usable, which brings us on to our other issues with it, which was I have a camera. It's not a phenomenal camera, but we figured it was enough to get us started until we could save up and get a nice camera. We're looking into... Huh?
So we can get something up on YouTube.
Yeah, just get it started. I mean, nobody starts off...
What's up there? Are you scaring your wife?
Yeah, and us in the grocery store. And then I put up the podcast videos as well for people who are, for some reason, they refuse to go on Soundcloud. So I put them up on there.
Laziness.
I don't even know what the difference is, though, really. If anything, it might take longer to load because now it's supposed to be an MP4 as opposed to just an audio file. So I don't know. But it's there for you guys to listen to it on there as well. I guess I can put the link in the description. But to our YouTube channel that doesn't really have much going on at the moment.
There's not much video going on.
Yeah, there's a couple things. We're going to put up some more stuff. I mean, if we want to talk about the things that we plan on doing, aside from the JP show, we're going to have the Weird New Jersey road trip, which we're also going to probably make other playlists aside from the Weird New Jersey, because we live in the tri-state area, do a Weird New York and a Weird PA road trip as well, where we're going to go to locations on the Weird New Jersey website and basically just record what happens. Maybe if we run into some weird people, interview them, stuff like that.
I'm sure that will happen.
Yeah, so we can post up some little fun tidbits like that.
Yeah.
Like the one, I think the first one I'm going to try to do once we get a camera is go to Pine Bush, which is not far from here at all. No. It's like 20 minutes, maybe.
Yes, maybe less.
Yeah, and they have, apparently it's like the capital of UFOs in the northeast region of America.
Yep.
So, I mean, there's a cafe there. It's like the UFO cafe or something. I've been to Pine Bush, too. I don't remember seeing this, but Apparently it's there, so we'll go hang out at night, go to this cafe for dinner, maybe talk to some people there. Maybe they've seen some stuff. So we're going to be doing some fun stuff like that for you guys. And the show will definitely have some really fun stuff. We have quite a few entertaining things that we have lined up. We just have to get this camera.
Yes.
So if anybody has a Nikon D5300, that's what we're looking for. Go ahead and mail it to us. Just email us and we'll tell you our address.
I'll pay postage.
Yeah, I'll do that. Postage. I'll give you a thank you note.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's sweet.
Maybe even a dick pic. But
I already got those.
Sorry. Those weren't meant for you. Or were they? But
you can see my face right now.
But the camera issues, to get more in depth about that, I had brought my camera. Like I said, it's not anything fantastic, but it is actually a pretty good camera. It still sells for a good amount new. So they still make them. It's a Canon. But I don't know, maybe because my mom is the one who it was like a hand-me-down from her from years ago. She probably had it for 6 years before I got it a year or two ago. So maybe like the life on it is just coming to an end. We don't know what the issue was. Yeah, because the first time we shot it, I mean, I've taken pictures with it and it works okay, but the first time we tried to shoot the episode, it said that we didn't have enough room on the memory card.
Right.
And I looked at it and there was nothing on the memory card aside from what we were just doing. So there should have been plenty of room for maybe at the most it would have taken us a half hour to shoot this thing before cutting it down to a 10, 15-minute video for YouTube. Right. So I don't understand why it ran out of space. So then we go looking for your SD card. And you go ahead and talk about that mini that we found.
Yeah, well, we found one of my brother's GoPro cameras just laying around. And it had a mini SD that was like 64 gigs because apparently my brother has a lot of money to spend on stupid shit. And yeah, the camera slot didn't have a mini SD, so we got screwed on that too. We actually did find another memory card, and it was corrupted, apparently. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know what was wrong with that one.
What happened?
Yeah, the other one, it wouldn't work at all. It just kept saying, it was corrupted.
Corrupted file. I was like, what the hell?
Somebody flipped it around. We were trying to unlock it. We thought maybe because it was locked, but no matter what you do with the lock thing, it didn't do anything. The mini, it was a huge SD card, and my camera doesn't fit mini, so it doesn't matter that we found that. But then we move on from that to, I clear it out, and it's not really saying anything about the storage space on my SD cards. Now we're like, okay, let's try it again. Earlier than this, it said that the batteries were low, and the batteries I put in it previously, I put them in like a week ago, and I only turned the camera on once or twice, but it's like, okay, maybe they drained just sitting around. So I put in brand new ones, and these are Duracell, so they're not like some no-name brand.
It's not a dollar store brand.
No, and we put them in, and what was it, like, we got 3-4 minutes into the video. We're like, oh, yeah, this is going well. And then all of a sudden, we hear the camera do a clicking or something. We look over and the lens goes in and it shuts down.
It's like, what the crap?
Yeah, so it says that it died because there was no battery. So it's like, it's not registering how much memory is in the camera. It's not registering how much battery life it has left. So it basically got to the point that it just, I guess, doesn't want to work. So like I said, I think the actual lifespan of this camera has come to an end finally. So we're looking into getting a new camera. Funding isn't really the greatest at the moment, being as, he has legal expenses and I have a family. So people don't always have a bunch of money to dump on nicer things. But we figured if we're going to go big on a show, we might as well get something decent so we don't have to replace it for a while. So if anybody knows how to get us a Nikon D5300 for cheap, let us know. We'll look into it. Or if you want to buy some musical equipment, we're trying to ditch out some of that to afford one as well.
We got some cool stuff, guys.
Specifically guitar-oriented things. So if you're into it, I guess email us. But moving on from the YouTube issues that we're having currently, like I said, we're going to be putting up some minor videos that we could take with cameras. So there will be a few things here and there for you guys to watch or just listen to the podcast on there. Or just support us. I don't care. You can do that too. But Fallout 4... what do you think about it, Jay, so far, from first looks?
So far, just from first looks, just that, what they showed, I think, what was it, at E3, just the very beginning where you make your character, that's insane.
Yeah, the making of the character was pretty nice, too.
That's going to take me like 6.5 hours.
It always did. Yeah, it took me forever anyway.
Yeah.
See the video of the guy on Fallout 3 when he played the whole game as a baby?
No.
I forgot. I don't think he did it on the console. I think he...
PC mod or something?
No, it wasn't even a mod. He may have done it on an Xbox. I have to look it back up. If I find the video, I guess I can link that in the description as well. But he breaks out, like the beginning when you walk around as the baby and you get to do some things before your dad comes back and you have to break out, but he actually gets out of the room. I think like he breaks out early and like follows his dad out and then just leaves. And he plays the entire game as the baby. And it's ridiculous.
How does that even work?
I don't know. I didn't watch a extensive amount of it. It was kind of like a quick, I forgot what I saw it on. They kind of like time spanned it. And there were certain things he ended up not being able to do eventually because he was still a baby. But he had like all the perks and stuff, I believe. I think he was leveling up. I can't remember. But I found that to be funny.
That's really sweet.
Fallout's always got some cool stuff like that. But so just the anticipation alone, I'm very much looking forward to it.
Me too.
I'm sure anybody who's listening to this is probably also looking forward to it. A few groups I'm on Facebook, I've been seeing things every day about Fallout 4. Yeah. And these aren't even groups based on video games.
It's just random Fallout memes and like...
Yeah, just everyone talking about they were... I was watching some guy yesterday or the day before. I was just trying to see if I could find any new videos on this stuff. And this guy had found just crazy stuff that, I mean, anybody could find it. They talked about it before, but he got more in depth about the building of your towns that you can do than I had previously heard. And I'm already excited just to build my own little place. I mean, I heard that you have like a basically size limit, but then when I actually saw some of the ones in like this quick tutorial that people were doing, it was not small. So
it's like a legit
you can make like a town. And the one guy did it over like the ocean or like some lake or something there. So it was kind of like a plane. It was like a plane body going over the water that extended onto the land, which turned into like a little like, platform of homes or something.
Damn.
But then the plane was like stacked up to where it was like 2 or 3 stories high of like shops or whatever he made. It looked so cool. And then you could set up like, turrets or whatever.
Nuts.
Yeah, I'm going to spend, I can't wait. I'm going to spend hours doing this. And I know a lot of perks. It's going to make decision making on that different. Because the melee stuff alone too, I never really got into the melee stuff in the other games. I did a couple times, but how often was it really a smart idea
to go try to beat the crap out of a Deathclaw or something like that?
No. Yeah, but and this one, the perks, you actually get like achievements for doing certain things with them. And cool, I think one's called like a home run. It has something to do with like taking on melee, like a baseball bat and knocking someone's head off. There's something called like a touchdown. I don't know exactly what that one is, but. So, I mean, there was some pretty cool little things I was seeing yesterday just based on the perks, but some of the perks come into play with building. So, you need certain perks to get certain things in your civilization. So, I think before I build my first town and fail, I'm probably going to try to level up a bit and get some perks based on, like, I think certain ones go into making the turrets to defend. So, I think I'm going to probably want to do that before I just start building a town and it gets raided.
Is there a building perk now or craftsman or something?
I think you probably have to get something like that before you could start. I saw that in someone's video a while back where they think that you probably have to do something along those lines to just start building. But then
find a nice location to do it and stuff.
I can't wait. I'm gonna plan this out.
So huge. Did they even show how big the map is? They did.
No,
right?
I don't believe so. I just know that it was so big that one of the creators was saying he spent I think he said like over 400 hours.
That's nuts.
And he still finds new stuff. I think I was telling you this the other day at work. He was like walking, he's like, what is this? Like, what the hell is this? Greg, did you make this? No. Jim? No. Who the hell made this? And like they're all just trying to figure out who built this random thing. I mean, it may not even serve a purpose. It could just be like a random building, but they're still discovering things that they don't even know is there, and they're the ones making the game. So they said that there's going to be easily probably over 500 plus hours worth of things that you can do in this game. I mean, Skyrim, the story wasn't that long. No. But when you're done with that, you can go along and there's all these side quests.
And
I spent probably a week just doing side quests. I forgot all about the story.
Yeah, you get off on, I don't know, like, because they chain together some of the side quests.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Somewhere, and yeah, you'd be going for like 2 days on a side quest. Be like, oh, I'm supposed to be killing this dragon guy. Crap.
Damn it all. But back onto Fallout and not so much Skyrim. There's a dog that apparently can't die, which is great.
That's awesome.
And they added a lot of kill cams and stuff, which they had a couple like finishing things in Fallout from what I can recall. I mean, the last time I played it wasn't even that long ago, probably a couple months.
When you like shot somebody's head off, or
yeah, I mean, it was like slow-mo and VATS and stuff. But like Skyrim added the cool things. Like there was melee things when you're fighting, and you could like body slam people and stuff. They ended up adding. And another thing I saw recently was mods. They're gonna have mods come into consoles.
Really?
It's gonna start with the Xbox and then move to the PS4 a week or two after the mod hits Xbox.
Right.
And then I saw another thing today where Bethesda said that the mods had to be free. So when they're done and they port them, you just get them.
You just go and download whichever ones you want.
Or I don't even think it's going to be that. I think it might just come with like an update. Yeah, it might be that. Because I know a lot of people are going to probably add things that you could add to your homes or whatever.
Yeah.
So
what they said, every object in the Fallout 4 universe is usable in some way.
Yeah, unlike getting like, your plates and forks before and you actually had to drop it. Another thing that a guy said, which was a good point in the one video about building, said that he's going to probably level up his strength and stuff as much as he can at first. That way he doesn't have to drop things when he's carrying it. You don't get over encumbered. Yeah. Like that's probably a good idea because if you need that to build, you're going to want to carry as much as you can. I wonder
how they're going to do that. Like,
I wonder if you have a limit on how many home or, cities that you can make. Because I'll make like, I don't even know. I'll make like probably 10. I don't know how much I'm going to make.
Connected somehow.
Yeah, because I'm sure you have to maintain them or something. But yeah, because you get like trading routes, like caravans and stuff to go in between them.
Yeah.
And the bigger it is, like more people will move in and start doing stuff there and make their own shops or whatever. And then there's other civilizations that you can come across and you can kind of like partner up with them.
Right.
So we don't really know exactly what that means, but we assume.
So maybe the ghouls have like something going on over here.
Yeah, they're going to have like their own like little town or whatever. And you can basically partner with them, and we assume at least that you're going to get at least a caravan passage. Like your towns are going to be trading with amongst each other. So maybe a couple of them will come to your place a couple of years ago there. I don't know. But this one guy was speculating, like, does that mean like maybe you could also just go into a town and wipe it out and take it and claim it?
Prove it? That'd be awesome.
Just make it yours. I was like, that would really make me a bad guy because I guarantee if I walk into a place and I like it, I'm like, like my place is good, but we could use this one too.
We need to leave.
You ghouls need to get out. Remember what happened at Tenpenny Tower? Yeah, I don't know. I'm super excited. I need to save up. I have so many bills, but I need this game.
I know. I think I'm good. I think I'll be good next week.
You want to be good enough to get me one too?
Pre-ordered. So
yeah, I didn't even do that yet because I was looking. I'm probably going to put a few bucks down. I also have to get my pro membership redone too, so I have to go down to
what
15
bucks.
It's worth it. I don't really mind that, but I forgot about it, so now it's expired after the Yeah, but I don't even know. Like I was looking and Battlefront's coming out too, which I guess we could touch on that a bit in a second, but I want that game so bad. I used to play Battlefront 2. I don't even know how often. I probably for months on end with just my brothers who were younger than me.
Yeah.
And my friends would come over and we'll do the campaign together, or I liked playing as the Jedis at Tatooine.
Mm-hmm.
I love doing that. So I've already gotten to see. I haven't gotten to play as Luke or Vader yet, but I have seen people playing as them when I played the beta. Oh, you got to play?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Vader is more fun than Luke because you can be choking a guy out and then be like with the lightsaber and like kill somebody else. But it sucks because you have a limited amount of time and your time goes down every time you're hit. So you'll be running around and then, you're Vader and it plays like, the Imperial March, like when you spawn as Vader and you're running and you force jump so you can get places quicker. The thing that sucks is like because you're on Hoth, right? For the thing, you're Vader, so you're in all black, so you stick out like a sore thumb. So everyone's
Luke wears black too.
Yeah, that's true. He does. Well, you stick out like a sore thumb. Like, so you pretty much get annihilated in 30 less than 30
I heard
seconds.
that I saw firsthand actually, if you shoot directly at them, it basically just ricochets it back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I got killed trying to kill them because I was just shooting myself basically.
Just,
but
force moves and.
But just, I haven't personally gotten to play. It looked like it would be a lot of fun, and I'm sure that they're going to do a version of whatever where you could just be Jedis and fight each other like that, which would be, I'm so excited. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I can't wait for this. And I've been wanting a new Battlefront since 2 came out. So, well, not immediately,
Battlefront, this one got canceled before.
Well, yeah, they were going to... Well, this is like years ago they were making it, and they were doing something. I don't know if they're going to bring it to this one. I haven't seen anything about it, but it was talking about basically being able to go... Well, I mean, they have kind of done, where you can go to aerial combat, like, seamlessly.
Yeah.
But what it made it sound like in the old version that I read about was you could, like, go up into space.
I'm sure.
And it was like a totally different battleground.
So it'd be like a battle.
People are on Hoth, like, and then people are up in space fighting.
Sick.
But I don't know if they're going to bring that. That was something that they had tried to do, and then Lucas Studio got shut down.
Yeah.
And all that. So they also had a cool Boba Fett game that they were making that sounded phenomenal. You just played as Boba Fett going around collecting bounties and stuff. And
killing people.
It was like a rated M game, I think, that they were making, or at least teen.
Cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool looking. It's actually, and I've seen it in a few Game Informers as one of the top regrettable cancellations.
Yeah.
Like, people wish they would not have done that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think they canceled it because the studio was shutting down.
Probably.
But, I mean, obviously I sound excited for Battlefront as well. But the fact that that's going to be something I'm probably just going to play with my friends a lot. So I'm excited about that. It's coming out like a week, I think, after Fallout 4.
Yep.
So the way I'm looking at it, I don't really have that kind of money to dump $120 on video games in a week or two.
Me either.
So what I'm going to end up probably doing is just getting Fallout 4 and getting that out of my system for probably a month or so. And maybe there'll even be a price drop by the time I get around to it.
A month, you say?
Yeah, okay. So it'll probably be like 2 or 3 months.
After Christmas.
Yeah. Well, maybe for Christmas, I'll see if somebody wants to get my 24-year-old self a video game.
I really want Battlefront.
Yeah. I mean, I'll have the money for it by then. My main thing is I don't want to have 2 games I'm really pumped for. Yeah. I mean, I guess at the same time, if it comes down to it, I play games with you a lot. We play Destiny.
Yep.
So if I'm on and you're not on, it's a Fallout 4 kind of day.
Yep.
And if you get on and I'm already playing Fallout 4, it's still a Fallout 4 day.
Then I'll probably just get on Fallout 4.
Yeah. And then if I get on and I have both games and you get on at the same time, or we talk to each other and like, hey, you going to get on and play Battlefront later? Maybe we could do that.
Yeah.
I'm just worried I'll pay full price for both and then really not play the one for a while. It'll probably be Battlefront because that's more like something I care to do with friends.
Yep.
I'm not really big on playing games like Battlefield or any of them with just random people.
Call of Duty, stuff like that.
I like to do it with friends. So it'll probably be more based on that. And if I don't have anyone to play with or if I'm busy playing Fallout, it's just kind of like a waste of my money to buy it out front. Same time, Fallout 4 or Bethesda in general kind of is, I don't want to say notorious, but they always kind of have this thing where they come out with glitches.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how much you pay for a game. They're going to fix it with updates anyway.
Yeah.
But
it just seems like they worked on this game so long.
Yeah, but they didn't even bring it up, which is a great thing. They didn't bring it up until E3. And it was like out of nowhere, and everyone's like, wait, what? And they're like, yeah, it's coming out in like 4 or 5 months. And we're like, what? And like,
it was like, yay.
Oh, it was amazing.
It was like, are you freaking kidding me?
It just the graphics look amazing. And Bethesda's also pretty bad with the facial features of people.
Yeah.
Nobody ever really looks like a person. But in Fallout 4, they look really well done.
They do.
And I was seeing things. I mean, everyone who's listening more than likely has looked up quite a bit about the game. So they know about the building. They know about the weapon modifications. They know about the perks, at least, slightly.
Yeah, if you played any of the other Fallouts, it's...
Yeah, well, it's probably going to be similar, a little bit different. But, I mean, the weapon modification is totally different. Yeah, the building is different.
I'm looking forward to the weapons. See what crazy
that's what makes the melee stuff look pretty good for once. Mm-hmm. I mean, I liked... When I was like in the vault, it was like, I'm going to fight the tunnel snakes with a baseball bat or whatever I could find because that's fun. Mm-hmm. But once you get out and you're running into things that can kill you if you don't do the right thing, I wasn't playing around with that until I got to a nice level.
A rocket launcher right now.
Or like the Fat Man or whatever. You shoot the little mini nukes. But eventually, I guess it gets to a point where you can meet people and you build relationships, and they are guessing, the one guy was saying, it basically goes from like getting to first, second, third base, home runs, stuff like that.
Kind of like the Mass Effect games did.
I played Mass Effect, but I never really actually had a big relationship
from 1
with people.
through 3, decisions you made in the first one affect decisions.
Oh, I remember that, but I didn't start until I think it was the third one.
Yeah.
So, I like that game too, but I didn't even get to beat it because at the time my brother's Xbox. Well, I think I told you about this. My brother's Xbox was messed up, so you had to download the game. Mm-hmm. and if you didn't and you tried to play the game, it would burn the disc. So I had to download, but it was 2 discs.
Xbox.
Yeah, but it was 2 discs.
Oh, shit.
And eventually got to a point where I was kind of bouncing and I had to constantly switch discs. Not constantly, but every once in a while I had to switch the disc out. And they had all this stuff and they're like, no, you can't delete that. And this used to be my Xbox. They basically just took it.
Yeah.
And then my mom at the time wouldn't let me have it back. I was living with them still. So, I had no say over something I owned. But
gotta love it.
yeah. And it got to a point where I didn't have enough space where I could download both discs at the same time, which otherwise it wouldn't be a big deal to switch them.
Yeah.
So I just stopped playing because I would sit there for hours just trying to finish a mission. So, but they're saying basically like you can build relationships with people, and I guess they hinted toward, or the one guy thinks it's hinting towards like intimacy with other people. So I don't know if you can actually get like a wife or something in the game, kind of like Fable likes to do.
Yeah.
Which I remember I used to have like 3 families.
Oh yeah, me too.
I'd lie to all of them.
Yeah, I love you the most. Wait.
Until I burn this house to the ground.
Then they find out. That was always the worst. They find out.
The worst is when the woman marries me and her husband comes home. I'm like, listen, dude, you don't live here anymore.
Peace. I'm going to kill you.
Oh, it was the worst. It was a couple times, a couple guys tried to actually like confront me about it. It's like, you serious, man? I got flies floating around me and horns. You want to mess with this right now? Like, you're just some dude living in a town. You don't want none of this. But he got some of this, and he regretted it. But I don't know. Other than that, is there anything else you can speculate on, or you remember hearing that's fresh about it?
No, they're keeping this pretty zipped.
And I check like every day for new trailers or something. Yeah,
and it's not.
The trailers look good?
The trailers do look good.
Oh, there was another perk that the guy brought up, and it seemed like you can go out and hunt things. It was like kill 5 giant something or something. I can't remember the actual name of the achievement and or trophy.
Right. But
it's basically was saying you have to go out and kill 5 massive creatures. I don't know what that means when they say giant.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna be like a Yaogoi or however you pronounce that, or a Deathclaw, or if it's gonna be like one of them.
Freaking huge. Gameplay trailer.
Yeah, he looks big. It looks around the same. It looks more proportionate because things seem to be more proportionate in this one.
More believable.
Yeah, I mean the map. Oh, it looks so big. I can't. Another reason why I'm going to think a lot about where I put my settlements, I think, is about fast travel. How close do I want to be to things? Like if I still have to venture out that way really far, I'm going to like say I want to get to here. The fast travel I have right now is to here, and this is going to be like a 30-minute walk.
Yeah,
I'm going to put that 15 minutes in. I'm going to make a settlement that way.
I wonder if they're going to make you walk everywhere, or there's going to be like
vehicles of some sort. I know. They were saying you could join factions like Vegas does it. I think you can do it in 3.
Like how Caesar's Legion.
And the Brotherhood of Steel.
Yeah.
And they said that there's probably perks. And the one perk the guy's guessing from Brotherhood of Steel is the, I can't remember the name of it. Is it that flying vehicle that they drop in with? And in the one gameplay, the guy throws like a flare or something, and that helicopter thing comes and drops down. You just jump in it.
And you're on it with a minigun.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So there's like a perk like that. So
I forgot about that.
I mean, it doesn't look like you could pilot it, but maybe you could. It'd be cool. I've always wanted to have a vehicle in Fallout.
Yeah. It'd be
a lot easier. I wouldn't die as often. I could just run from things.
Because, when like in Skyrim, for instance, you get a horse. And it makes it a little quicker to get around.
Yeah. There's definitely, I could see them. They have to add something.
Tame a Deathclaw.
Oh, that'd be scary.
Just ride them.
That'd be cool if you could tame things. Yeah.
Bethesda, do that. Do it.
Or just somebody else and send it to them so they can give it to us for free.
How awesome be running around a Deathclaw and just start tearing people up and going to town. I like this town. No.
I've done that a few times. I used to go to Megaton all the time. And there was that one shack, I forgot what it was called, but it basically just random people could sleep in there. Mm-hmm. It was like the one place I think that you could even sleep in a bed without getting in trouble.
Yeah.
And I'd go in there at night. I have like that one knife or whatever. I'd get like something blade like that was like powerful enough to like usually kill something in one hit if I hit him in the right spot or something. And I'd sneak in and I'd make sure I was undetected and like stab him in the throat like 5 times. And then I'd move on to the next room and I killed like everybody in this one house. And I went to, I think at this point I had the home that I got from defusing the bomb.
Yeah.
And I go back to my home, sleep, wake up the next day, and people are freaking out about these people being dead or whatever. I'm like, what happened? Like, oh no.
Me. Wiping off the knife.
The one time, I mean, I used to just, with my friend, in my one file, because I was like done with it. I didn't really care to play it anymore. I just walk around Megaton, save before I do it, and just massacre the town. and then we'd take turns doing it just to see how we could do it. We'd use like a pool cue or just crazy stuff to do the entire town in.
Yeah.
But then it gets annoying because you can't kill the kids, which, I guess that's a weird complaint to have about a video game.
Yeah.
But, like, I want this place eradicated. Now I got these kids running around complaining and constantly afraid of me.
It's like I'm sorry.
I'm trying to rebuild here,
if
people.
there was an apocalypse, there wouldn't be many kids around, I don't think.
Well, there never were in the games. It just, Megson had 2, I think.
Yeah.
But they were annoying because they wouldn't die. You could hit them and stuff. They let you hit them.
What are you doing?
Yeah, they just yell at you. But,
Hey.
I think the last time I played the game, I had to save it and replay it 5 or 6 times.
Jeez.
When I go to talk to, I think his name's Burke, the guy who wants to blow up Megaton.
Yeah.
And I chose to report him because I wanted the home in Megaton. And I like Megaton, so I don't want to blow it up.
Yeah.
It's not really worth the caps, I don't think.
No.
So I told Lucas Sims, and he'd go in there and confront the guy. And the guy would get up, and every time, I never had this problem. Every other time I played through it, I killed the guy. Lucas Sims was all good. I got my house. This time around, I had to replay it like 5 or 6 times because he would get up and blow Lucas Sims' head off every time in one shot. I was like, why?
That happened to me too.
It was cool because I could pick up his clothes and his gun.
Yeah.
And then I'd kill Burke, but then I don't have my home. You don't get the house.
Yeah.
It's not like he drops the key. If he dropped the key, I'd be like, okay, even though I kind of like him as a character.
Yeah.
But I literally had to do it like 5 or 6 times, and it got to a point where I had to stand in front of him, and I had to stop doing this. The last time I had to go and do some stuff so I can afford a better gun, which my gun wasn't even bad, but I had to get a more powerful gun.
And that kills him in one shot, right?
Yeah, a couple shots. Like if I go into VATS, that should do it.
Blast him in the head a few times.
Yep, and that's what I finally had to do. I had to go get a little bit stronger of a gun, or maybe I got the same gun and like upgraded it.
Right.
Repaired it. I come back and I had to stand between Burke and Sims. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, he would kill him. And now I'm getting pelted with bullets. I'm like, Lucas Sims owes me more than a house. I have sacrificed myself. It's like I'm
his wife and his kid.
What's that movie with was it Jake Gyllenhaal on the train when he has to keep going back until he fixes it? Yeah, I felt like that. Like I had to no, shut it off and go back. Yeah, but I did. I saved him and I got my home and
you lived happily ever after.
No, I stopped playing it. It's like I was telling you I was playing New Vegas for a while, which when it first came out, I didn't like it as much as 3. And this time around, I realized all the differences and actually prefer it now. But I got almost to the very end of the game, and it just goes to a loading screen, and it won't get off of it. So now I don't have the disc version. I downloaded off
me neither.
The marketplace, so I should probably, I think if I delete it and re-download it, that'll probably fix it. But my son always uses the 360 now to watch his shows, so I just use my PS4 upstairs for whatever I want. And I don't have it on there, but it's so annoying because I was at the end and I'm just lazy. I don't know if I want to delete it and re-download it and try it again, but maybe it'll be worth a shot. So either way, obviously we're excited about Fallout 4.
Yes.
I'm hoping that all you guys are too. And Battlefront as well. If you guys do want to give any input, you can let us know what you want. Battlefront 2, or no, my bad, 3.
Yeah.
Or Fallout 4 more. Which one would you prefer to have if you can't get both?
And if anyone's listening that has a PS4, send us your gamer tag.
Oh, yeah.
And we can try to kill you and anything.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah, I'd like to kill you.
Die.
I'll put up the link to our Facebook like usual in our description. You can go there and we'll post our gamer tags on there. And you guys could just add us or whatnot. Yeah. We'll like to play with you guys. At the moment, I have Destiny and Grand Theft Auto 5. You guys want to get on that? Yeah, we'll make a video of us playing with you guys, the fans. All 3 of you.
Yeah.
It's enough for almost a clan.
Fire team.
Yeah, hey, I think you can get like, what, 4 in a fire team?
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go. You can help me go collect my masks. Still trying to do that. Fill up my goodie bag. Yep. But do you have anything else you want to say, Jay?
I don't think so.
All right, well, I'm good. So, I'm P.
I'm Jay.
And we're signing off. See ya.
Love you guys.